Alright guys, so I had a birthday recently and today we are going to be taking a look at one of my presents. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite mask collector's favorite mask collector, AJ Good, here at the new House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day. And that is right, I recently celebrated a birthday. Man, oh man, am I old. And in today's video, we are going to be unwrapping one of the gifts that I got. Now, this gift came from my dad, and the reason that we are unboxing it on camera is because he told me that it was video worthy. So I went ahead and saved it. We've got it in this little birthday bag right here, and we are going to be taking a look at what is inside. Now, I have absolutely no idea. I have no guesses. I didn't even peek when I came home with it. I've actually gotten really good about letting surprises be surprises. Normally, I hate surprises, but maybe it comes with age and maturity. Keep it down out there. But I saved it because Dad said that it would make a good video, and I believe him. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. I know that there was a note here, so I will read that first. It says, "Happy B-Day. This set is for opening. Love, Dad and Anna." This set. This set is for opening. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see. It's a pretty big bag, so it could be, I don't know, it could be anything. Ooh, I think I know what it is. I don't know if you guys can see, kind of peeking in there, but it looks like it is going to be the full set of Trick or Treat Studios Goosebumps action figures, which means we should move this party over in front of the Goosebumps section. What do you say? Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, much better, huh? Alright, so I know that a few of you guys are probably watching this and wondering why I would shoot an entire video on these Trick or Treat Studios Goosebumps action figures if I've already shot an entire video on the full set of the Tots Goosebumps figures. And the reason for that is because, like my dad said in that note, these guys are for opening. So we are going to get these guys opened up and displayed in front of my boxed set, and that gives us the chance to talk about something that we weren't able to really discuss in the last video, and that is the Build-A-Bonehead feature. That is the piece of Curly the skeleton that they put in every single one of these boxes so that you can eventually assemble the full Curly figure once you have the complete set. And my dad was talking to me about this a few days before my birthday, telling me that Walmart had another set out there, and I was like, yeah, I just don't really know if I want to prioritize spending another $125 on a full set of something that I already have the full set of, just so I can have that one random extra action figure. And I guess he was doing some research or some whatever that is, his due diligence or whatever. He was being a little spy because this is what he gave me for my birthday, and I'm pretty stoked about it because nobody wants to buy the same thing over and over, especially not for one of those random pieces. I mean, I guess it is a good marketing tactic, a good strategy as far as getting sales on Trick or Treat Studios' behalf, but I know that it would take me forever to buy another set just because I wouldn't have the motivation to do so. I don't want to spend $125 on something that I do technically already have, even if it means that I'm able to display these in a different way and I'm getting something else. I would have most likely waited to just buy the Curly figure loose on eBay, and that would have been that. But now I have the best of both worlds. I have a full set to keep in the box, I have a full set to play with, and I have another set just in case.
I have 3 of each. 1 to display, 1 to open, and 1 just in case.
Just kidding, I wanted to sneak that SNL bit in there. I don't have 3 sets of these, and I'm not going to be playing with these ones, but I am going to be displaying them loose out of the box with their little kind of framed book cover artwork in the background there. So I'm pretty stoked about these things, man. I guess there's really not too much else to talk about, so we can go ahead and dig on into these and get them set up. But I am going to grab my X-Acto because I don't want to tear the box up on these, and they all have that really adhesive clear tape on there that I'd rather just cut through than try to rip off and end up peeling any of the box art off. So give me just a second, I'll be back with the X-Acto, and that will be that-o. That didn't work out as much as I wanted it to. Okay. Alright, X-Acto in hand, we can start kind of breaking these guys open, and this will be the first time that I've seen these out of the box in person, so I've never held the loose figures. I am kind of excited to get them out and get them displayed. And again, I really can't praise Trick or Treat Studios enough for these releases. These are exactly what we want as collectors, and it's really, really cool to finally see them. You know, the hype has been building for a long time since these things got announced, and I am just very, very happy to finally have them in the collection. And am I an idiot, or how do you get these out of here? What on earth? They're like vacuum sealed in here, but I don't see, okay. Professional unboxer here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, anyways, as I was saying, they look great. They were great from the second that they announced them, and to finally have them in my hand is awesome. This brings back the OG feel that we all want. So here is one of the curly pieces. This looks like the right leg, so I'll set that off to the side there. And yeah, like I said, this is what we all want. We keep getting new Goosebumps releases from all of these companies. We keep getting new TV shows. We keep getting all of this stuff that nobody wants. We just want OG Goosebumps. There was a reason it was so popular, and there's a reason that when it kind of went away, nothing else Goosebumps really caught on in the same manner, and that's because sometimes the original is the best. I would say most of the times the original is the best. So for them to finally listen and bring back stuff from the OG days, I think is a very obvious win, and us collectors should be very, very happy about it. I'm definitely looking forward to what they bring next. I know that they announced the book cover full-size Slappy not too long ago, and that thing is just incredible. I cannot wait to have that. That might actually be my favorite release that they have ever done with the Goosebumps IP. And yeah, dude, it's only uphill from here, right? Alright, so we are getting the Scarecrow from The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight out. Set that stuff to the side. It looks like in this one we have Curly's right arm with a Goosebumps book. Very, very cool. We'll get this guy put together and we will just keep chopping through him. Dang, dude, I never realized just how creepy the Scarecrow was, but look at the hands on this thing. Absolutely zombified, just terrifying, ghoul-esque hands. Very, very cool. Okay, next up, we will do Slappy. How about we do Slappy? I also really appreciate the fact that they did everything to scale. So Slappy, being a ventriloquist dummy, is obviously not as tall as a mummy. He is a little shorter. He is more of the size of a ventriloquist doll. And Carly Beth, being a teenager, is the size of a teenage girl. And they are all their own size. The Mud Monster is the biggest, the Scarecrow is a little bigger than everybody else, and then the Mummy is just the normal size of a guy. So I really appreciate the fact that they did that. They didn't have to. A lot of people wouldn't have done that, and I think that that is lame. So shout out to Trick or Treat Studios for once again doing it right. And we will put Slappy on his base and then take a look at the curly piece from this box. Looks like this is going to be Curly's torso as well as his head. Very, very cool. Alright, so we've got the Mud Monster next. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, so as I was just talking about the size, this is what I mean. Look how much bigger the Mud Monster is than the Mummy. I mean, that is pretty freaking good, dude. Alright, so this curly piece is going to be the left arm, which means that we have only one piece left, and that is going to be in the Carly Beth Haunted Mask box. So we will go ahead and dig on into this and get this thing put together. Another cool thing about these pieces, specifically the Haunted Mask, is it comes with the extra. It comes with the Carly Beth head on a stick, which isn't accurate to the episode. I mean, maybe that is how they described it in the book and I'm just not remembering, but it is still a nice little bonus that kind of sets that one apart from the others, which is very, very cool. And the last curly piece is going to be the left leg. So we will get Carly Beth put on her base here, and then we will assemble the Build Your Own Bonehead Curly. All right, so we are just surrounded by Goosebumps boxes. Goose boxes? Let's get these guys out of the packaging here and start getting this guy put together. Man, he's gonna be the coolest out of all of them for sure. I won't lie, he's kind of difficult to put together. It seems like he's made out of a lot softer and flimsier material than these guys, and maybe that's just because he's a skeleton, so all of his pieces are a lot thinner. but it's kind of freaking me out. I don't want to break him while I'm putting him together. I mean, he is going together, but it's just a little flimsy, so I'm kind of worried that I'm going to snap him or something. And as I'm building this guy, I just realized it's kind of a little whack that he doesn't come with his own base to stand on, because it's like we have all of these loose figures now with their respective book cover arts behind them on a base, and then we have Curly, who is definitely not going to be easy to stand up on his own just because of how he is constructed. And he doesn't have a base, and they could have definitely easily just created one for him. I mean, I know he doesn't technically have like his own book or some sort of staple book cover art to go with, but he's been on the cover of multiple books, and there is a lot of Goosebumps Curly art out there that they could have just easily put in one of these slime cases. So that's a little lame. But I'm sure that it'll be okay. If that's my only complaint for the entirety of this line, that I think that Trick or Treat is doing something pretty good here. So yeah, like I said, he is not the easiest to put together. He does not want to stay together, that is for sure. But I am working on the last leg here, and then hopefully we will be able to go over these with some nice up-close shots, and that will be that. Man, come on. Yeah, like, how is this dude supposed to stand up on his own? And you can't even really move these once they're in there, so it's like you just kind of have to hope that you're going to be able to balance him. And even when he balances, he just keeps doing like the Michael Jackson lean, so eventually he's just going to be all the way over. That's a little annoying. All right,
thanks.
All right, so we've got all of our figures out and displayed with their stands and their book cover art in frames. We've got our Curly built here, and again, he's just never ever going to stand on his own, which is so strange to me. I mean, even if they didn't want to stick one of these giant slime frames in there with the Curly, they could have at least given him the slime base so that he had something to stand up on, because there is just no way that this is ever going to work without doing some sort of rigging, which is really, really irritating. And it gets weirder the longer that I think about it, because I would say that for the most part, the only reason that most people, most collectors anyways, are opening these figures is to build the Curly figure. So the only technical loose figure that you have out of the lot is the only one that doesn't stand up on its own. I find that really, really odd. But again, that is just about my only complaint with any of this stuff. Everything else is absolutely great, and I'm sure that when Trick or Treat Studios watches this, they're not going to hear any of the nice things I said. They're only going to hear me complain about the fact that they once again did something really silly and illogical, and then they are going to hate me forever, because that is just how it goes. So, Tots, please rewatch the video and stop disliking me. I don't understand it. Anyways, that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Big shout out to my dad for the birthday present. I absolutely love these things, and I can't wait to get them up on display. And a big thank you to you guys, the viewers, for being here and for watching this video. Thank you so much for all of the love and support lately. I almost feel like YouTube and Instagram has kind of turned the faucet in my favor, and they finally allowed you guys to start seeing my content, because the views are going up, my subscribers are going up, my followers are going up. We are getting very, very close to 132,000 followers on Instagram and 200,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, go ahead and leave a comment and like the video. Do all of that cliche YouTube stuff. It should help the channel out, and hopefully we will be at 200K by the end of the year. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and end this video the same way that we end all of the unboxings and reviews on this channel, and that is with some nice up-close shots of all of these pieces so you can see all of the beautiful Goosebumps detail. We will then get them thrown up into the collection and displayed there and show them off there as well, okay? So thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to Goosebumps, and we will see you guys in the next one.